hit series True Blood, actor Stephen Moyer.
New vampire?
I love a vampire.
You can't beat those vampires. He's in HBO's sexy, scary new drama called True Blood, and please welcome Stephen Moyer.
Nice to have you. Hello, darling. How are you?
Can we do two?
I know, I didn't know. 2 or 1. You're a vampire.
Well, in England,
what do
we
they
do 2.
Yeah, right.
But I don't know about you guys.
Yeah, I can do either.
What, should we do another one? Come
Okay.
on. There you go.
Thank you. Wow.
And then if we were in Latvia or the kind of, you know, Baltic countries, we'd do 3.
3, right, of course.
If you want to do that.
We could do that also. Regis, you want to get involved?
Oh, come on. There you go.
There we go.
Stephen helping himself.
Of course,
Us moving
in
in
South Jersey, we like to do 4.
Yes. And the mouth's a little bit more open.
Is this your first American talk show?
It is.
Is that right?
Ah,
Yes.
Well, welcome to
we
America.
feel privileged. Very privileged.
So now, you're living in Los Angeles, but you're from London originally?
Indeed, yeah.
Yeah. You've been acting for a long time over there?
I've been working as an actor for 18 years, yeah.
Okay.
And I did as much as I could to avoid ever having to do any publicity at all. And so,
Right, but once you're on a hit show, you have to...
Well, you have to do it, and you realise that as much as you don't want to, you have to do it. Because it's nerve-wracking.
So what happened, Stephen? They came over there looking for the right character to play this vampire in True Blood.
Yeah, well, I think they've been looking for quite a long while, and when I was in London and I got the call and I read the script and I was just amazed by it. And I heard it was Alan, of course. Alan Ball is the writer of our show. And when I turned up, it's a really brilliant pilot, one of the best pilots I've ever read. And so when I turned up, there was literally, it was like every member of Equity that there's ever been in England. It was like a sort of SAG AGM.
Right.
You know?
Everybody wanted to be a part of it.
And lots of my friends were there, and we don't do that thing where everybody kind of dresses up and makes themselves, you know, look like the character. So there was nobody in big black capes or, you know, Basil Rathbone hair. But yeah, and I literally put myself on tape that day, and Alan saw it later that day, and I flew the next morning.
Wow, that was quick, huh?
Yeah.
Have you learned a lot about vampires?
It's a very interesting... Do you know the premise of this show? I mean, to me, it's so fascinating because they really are treated like so many minorities have been treated throughout history, right? I mean, they are the minority.
Yes. Well, my character arrives in this little fictional town of Bontombe, and he's a pariah. And he's immediately treated as somebody who's well, I mean, he's a vampire, so there is history there. He's got a bit of previous, as we would say. And so he arrives in town, and people immediately sort of act like that towards him. And that's obviously a metaphor for whatever minority you want to bring to the table. You know, and that's where Alan has been very clever, I think. And it takes him a while to be accepted. And as we find out in the first season, it isn't really him that's the bad character. It's the humans that are dealing the drugs or into other weird things.
So he takes residence in this town.
He takes residence in this town.
And he has a girlfriend.
And he meets Anna Paquin's character, Sookie Stackhouse. And they start a relationship together.
But I understand that when you speak, there's no trace of your British accent. You're more of a southern gentleman.
He's 175 years old,
well, that
I
accounts
believe,
for
right?
it,
That's right.
Yes.
No, everybody in the show is from the south, so I do a southern accent, which I'll do for you if you want.
Yeah. Oh my
Yes,
gosh,
let's
we
hear
would
it.
love to hear that.
What would you give me something really silly to say, and I'll do it as Bill.
Oh, Regis and Kelly, you've won the Emmy. That's pretty silly.
No, give me something real to... No, okay, so, Regis and Kelly, you have won the Emmy.
Whoa.
Wow. Sexy.
Yes. Now, what about the teeth? Is there a problem working with the teeth in your mouth?
When we first got them, they're very sharp, the teeth. They're the same as you would wear in your mouth, you know, like a pair of, you know, when you have crowns made or anything. It's the same stuff, and it's really sharp points. So when you first have them in, they dig into the bottom lip.
Right.
And it's literally like wearing a retainer, so it's not very cool when you're talking like that. So I'm gonna suck your blood. And it takes you a long while, and then we've kind of played with it, and we've found a way of doing it where all the retainer stuff that is at the back is gone. So they kind of just slip in.
You have so much to think about because you have, you know, you have your natural British accent, and now you're playing a Southern American from 175 years ago with a retainer in your mouth with fake teeth.
But it's such a beautiful accent.
It is. Oh, it is.
You know, we filmed down in Louisiana, do a lot of the exteriors down there. And you get off the plane and you walk into that heat.
Yeah.
And everything just kind of goes...
Yeah, it's great.
And any, you know, I talk quite quickly in my natural thing, but, you know, when you're there, everyone just, there's no need to do that. It's like,
right.
If I talk any faster, I'm going to die. And when I saw that, when I sort of experienced that for the first time, I realized that that can be a great thing to play, in fact.
Sure.
You know, so I kind of wanted my character to be very still and deliberate. Because I don't know if you've seen the show, but he can move at lightning speed.
Right.
So, but we kind of played with the idea that he has to save that up, and it's an energy-sapping thing. So if he does very little to start with, then...
Well, this guy's got a lot of dimension to him, doesn't he?
Yeah.
Wow. Well, shall we take a look at a clip now?
Please do, yeah.
Yeah, we have a little clip of a little taste of True Blood here. Take a look at this.
Suki, I cannot. And I will not lose you for all the ways I have dismayed, aggrieved, or failed you. I swear I will atone. But I am not sorry. I refuse to apologize for what you have awakened in me. You are my miracle, Suki. For the first time in 140 years, I felt something I thought had been lost to me forever. I love you.
Vampires in love, that's all.
That's right. Now, is it true? So you two are actually engaged?
We are, yeah.
You are. You make a nice couple.
Yeah. It's nearly, I mean, you know, it's nearly 2 years now, and...
Really?
Yeah.
I mean, Stephen, this whole production's been 2 years in the making already?
Well, we started in sort of June 2 years ago.
I know,
and the first season, because of the strike in LA, and because of the show being picked up, took like 18 months in the end to do the whole thing.
So you had to find something to do with all that downtime.
Yeah, well, I'm obviously not allowed out during the day.
That's right. You better stay indoors soon. Stephen Moyer, True Blood on HBO. We'll be right back. Stephen, nice to have you here. Thank you.